This is me, and this is my best friend Julia. This is Julia's little sister Cassandra, and this is her best friend Alyssa. We all met when we were in daycare around 2 to 3 years old, and now that we're in our early 20s, we thought it was the perfect opportunity to plan a girls trip. So we flew to Las Vegas for 3 days to make some lasting memories. Okay, we made it into our room in Treasure Island. 2 queen beds. There's Alyssa and Julia and Cassandra. And then this is our beautiful view of the mountains and Trump Tower. So we got a little getting ready area, a TV, a fridge, and then the bathroom is really nice size for 4 girls to get ready. Now we're gonna go get ready to go to Venetian and explore the strip a little bit. So lucky for us, the Venetian was a hop, skip, and a jump away from our hotel, aka about 15 minutes by foot. So we went inside, appreciated the beautiful architecture, and then explored the shops a little bit. We really loved this little body shop that had the yummiest looking bath bombs and soaps. Like, look how freaking cute these are. And we ended up getting a little bit of a sweet tooth, so we went and got some macarons as we watched the gondolas go by and listened to the beautiful singing. This is so nostalgic because I did this with my mom a few years ago. And I just love the look of the sky. Like, it looks like the sun is setting in this area and it's so beautiful. This is my favorite hotel on the strip, hands down. Next, we walked a little bit further down the strip to go check out Paris, which is where I stayed last time I was in Vegas. And so we took a peek on the inside, looked at all of the fancy restaurants, and the Martha Stewart one was under construction last time I was here, so it was so nice to see the final look of it. And wow, talk about my kind of aesthetic. We also made a stop at Hell's Kitchen before going back to get ready because it's RuPaul night! And before catching the show, we ventured through Caesar's Palace to go to the Cheesecake Factory for our dinner reservation. We were also hoping to catch the Fall of Atlantis show, which is basically free entertainment of moving statues and big booms of fire. We technically missed the show, but during dinner while we were eating, we could hear it from the back and it was quite frightening. Good morning. We're getting ready for our second day in Vegas, and today we're visiting Old Vegas and then the opposite end of the strip. So we're going to like Luxor, Excalibur, New York, MGM, Bellagio, and Cosmopolitan. And then later tonight we have the V show we're going to, and then hopefully going to the Chandelier Bar after. Right now this is my outfit for the day. I have a shirt from Pretty Little Thing, and then of course fit jeans, shorts, little open back moment because it's super duper hot here. So we just finished breakfast in our room, and yeah, now we're gonna bus to Fremont Street. Okay, we made it to Fremont Street, and we were actually so thankful to have this big giant screen overhead to have a break from the sun. It was really cool seeing all of Old Vegas. That's the stuff that's usually in the movies. And then we came across this donut shop that had irresistible looking donuts, so of course we had to get some. And despite all these cool looking flavors, I ended up going with just like a classic maple because those are my favorite. And then after that, we bussed back to the strip, and before heading to New York, we made a few pit stops. So Alyssa really wanted to try Raising Cane's, so we grabbed some chicken, and then there was this cute little Stranger Things pop-up store, so that was right up my alley. They had so many cute details like Will's couch in season 1, they had the Demogorgon, and of course Vecna, why not? So we took some cute pictures, and then we also went to the M&M store. We stopped at the Hello Kitty cafe, and eventually we arrived at New York, probably a few hours later. So of course the inside of the hotel had to match the New York City vibe, so we walked along the streets a little bit inside, and obviously had to check out Hershey's Chocolate World, where there is probably every flavor of chocolate bar you can imagine, and Reese because that's my all-time favorite. And then after that we made our way over to Excalibur, which is medieval times, castle vibes. There wasn't as much to see in this lobby, but there was a cool indoor passage to go to the Luxor, which is the hotel that is pretty much inside a pyramid. There are actually a lot of cool exhibits here, including the body exhibit and then the Titanic artifact exhibit. I saw this last time when I was here, and it was absolutely incredible to see things that were actually on the Titanic that were recovered from the bottom of the ocean. At this point in the day, our feet were dying, so there was no way we were going in MGM Grand, so we glanced at it from the outside and then went back to our hotel to get ready for dinner. We actually ended up eating at Señor Frog's, which was conveniently in our hotel, and we enjoyed some tacos and piña pina coladas, and then we made our way to the Bellagio because we wanted to go see the Bellagio Gardens and the dancing fountain show that happens outside the hotel, which both of those activities, by the way, are free. And then when we got to the Bellagio Gardens, the theme was like hot air balloon, love is in the air type vibe. It honestly reminded me so much of Bridgerton, and although it was super pretty at night, I'm sure it was even prettier during the day when natural light was filtering through. And then after that, we just went outside to the front of Bellagio to watch the fountain show. I'm pretty sure the show starts every 15 minutes, so you won't miss it. And then after that, we went right next door to the Cosmopolitan to check out the Chandelier Bar. And yes, it's exactly what you think, a bar inside a chandelier. How cool is that? We had a glass of wine to end off the night and we were exhausted. Good morning. It's the last day in Vegas and our flight is at 11:30 p.m. so we have the red eye. So we pretty much have a full day here still, but we have to check out because it's 11. So our plan for today is to leave our luggage at the front with the hotel, and then we're gonna go to area 15 and check that out, and then we want to go back to the Venetian to hit up a few more stores and Caesar's Palace for a little bit of shopping. And we haven't gambled yet, so we're gonna probably play blackjack, which is my favorite, or some slot machines too. But yeah, it's been very eventful. We've packed so much stuff in the last 3 days, and yeah, yesterday feels like a blur because we did so much stuff. This is last outfit check. I'm wearing an Elite dress, and it's so soft and comfy, but also super cute. How do I put this? Walking into Area 15 is like walking into the biggest fever dream you've ever had. There are so many fun, unique things to do here, like Omega Mart, which is this humongous grocery store that has a bunch of mazes and secret passages inside. We didn't end up going in, but instead we checked out this arcade and we did this big personality test, which wasn't very accurate, but the highlight was definitely Julia and Cassandra finding and opening their Sonny Angels because Julia got Robbie, so it was kind of funny. And then we went over to Caesar's Palace and we did majority of our shopping at this store called Altered State that has the freaking cutest dresses. We did so well in here. They had a huge sale section and we freaking tried on so many things and we almost all walked away with something. I bought these 2 dresses here and Alyssa almost bought these cowboy boots. They were so cute. They had a little butterfly on them. And then we did make a second stop at the Cheesecake Factory, but not to eat actual food. We literally just picked up cheesecake, and then on the way out we did catch a little bit of the Atlantis show, this time from the front, but I don't know, personally I found it kind of hard to understand what they were saying, but at least it was nice to see what the explosions were from the other day. But then after that we just walked around a little bit more. We picked up some In-N-Out because that was also on Alyssa's bucket list, and let me tell you, I was feeling pretty full after this and the cheesecake that I had earlier. Then we went to Venetian one more time and then back to the airport. Well, we made it to the Las Vegas airport and we're about to catch the red-eye flight to go home. We finished our day going to the TI pool, which was nice. We were there for the last hour, and then we decided to play slots. We didn't play slots the entire trip until the last day, so we played some blackjack and I actually won 50 bucks, so that was cool. I cashed that out and Cassandra won 10 cents. But yeah, so now we have a 4.5-hour flight to go back home, and then it's back to normal life, and then I start school in a week, so that's exciting. Thank you so much for watching. You can follow me on my other socials at jamiewhalen.fit if you want to see some more content from my trips and more fitness content, of course. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!